So today I want to talk about how do you respond when you fall off the wagon? Or, because we all do, right? I do. I'm sure that everybody watching this has had moments where this is the plan, this is how I'm going to eat, and I'm going to exercise this day, and this day for this much time, and then sometimes we don't do it. We miss it. Life happens. You get distracted. We make decisions, and inevitably, or I'm not going to eat any sweets today, and you sneak a cookie. There's a couple different ways that you can react. And I want to talk about this because it happens to everybody, so I want you to develop good skills about when you fall short or don't meet your goal, or when you completely fall off the wagon, how to get back on. The way to do it, when I look at it over the long term, what's the best way when these things happen to keep going? You just keep going. You recommit. You look at the long term and you say, this is how I want to eat. This is what my weight wants to be, and I'm committed to that. I'm just going to do it. And away you go, and you get back on the wagon and you go with it. Now, what happens a lot with people, this has been studied. There'll be this moment where you're in the kitchen and you see you get the ice cream out and you take one bite. And you've got two ways you can go with it. There's a fork in the road. Now, you can say to yourself, okay, this wasn't, part of the plan today. I kind of missed a step, and I don't want to use that word failure. I tripped up. I'm going to put the ice cream away, get back to my plan right now. That's okay. It's not going to ruin everything. A couple calories isn't going to do it. And that attitude gets you going back in the right direction, right? Then there's this other way where you do this in the moment, you feel bad. What's wrong with me? I can't stick to the plan. I'm overweight. You can have this whole emotional reaction. What's the matter? What's the difference? And then you just keep going and going and going and going. And it's this black or white, all or nothing. If I'm not doing perfect on the plan, I'm a failure. And then what ends up happening is that those thoughts themselves actually lead to the downward spiral of, instead of just having a bite or a spoonful or even a bowl full of ice cream, you just drowned your sorrows and you eat the whole bucket. Or instead of just having a couple chips, you feel bad, you've failed, everything's gone, it's all for a lot, and you eat the whole bag. And you really do fall off the wagon. Let's think about that. Right now, let's all kind of imagine, okay, the next time that I accidentally slip up and don't keep to my plan, what am I going to do? I'm going to tell myself, it's okay, I'm human, all is not lost. I'm going to recommit to what I want, my plan, and get back on it. Be aware and conscious of those tendencies, and to be black and white, and to just go down that path, that spiral of all is lost, and then you overeat, and you're just in a much worse position than if you just had a bite and got on with it. Think about it again. Think about it and ask yourself, in the long run, which of these approaches is going to help me be healthier and happier and in a better place and in better health? And then just stick to that. Do what is best for that in the long run. I think kind of editing out, giving some tools and skills around some of these things is important to continually getting back on the wagon. I think for me personally, I screw up on my own diet and exercise every day. I set the bar pretty high and I miss it every single day. But I just have this mentality where, and people who keep it off, you just don't stop. You just keep going. You just do your best. You do your best. Yeah, you're human. You're not going to make it always. It's okay. Doesn't need to be perfect for it to be better and to be a step in the right direction than where you're coming from. Okay. Let's talk about it. Give me your feedback. Tell me what you think. Give me examples from your life on, where this happens or doesn't, and let's talk about it. See if it helps. I hope it does.